And at this stage, we're getting some breaking news for you on what the Pakistani Prime Minister is up to. He went with a wish list, we understand, to Beijing. And this is what sources from Pakistan are telling Wion. Pakistan wants an additional package of $3 billion for CPEC, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, from Beijing. They also want a loan of $1.5 billion that will be kept in Pakistan's State Bank. And Islamabad wants Beijing to allocate a $1.5 billion grant to Pakistan. So in all, Pakistan is looking for at least $6 billion in loans from China through this visit of the Prime Minister. The Pakistani government has already moved the International Monetary Fund for a bailout. Islamabad wants another $8 billion as emergency aid from the IMF. There is no indication on whether it will get this money. For that matter, there's no guarantee that China will oblige. It has been making massive investments, pushing Pakistan deeper into debt. And China's concerns will be amplified given what's happening on the streets of Pakistan as we speak. Violent protests continue with the Prime Minister missing in action. For the third straight day today, hardliners and extremists took the country hostage. This is after Asia Bibi's acquittal. She's a Christian woman who's been accused of blasphemy and sentenced to death. This week, the Pakistani Supreme Court declared her not guilty. She will not be hanged. Perhaps the most intense protests so far have been seen in Karachi. Today, protesters blocked highways. They set tires on fire. The common man is living under a shadow of fear in Pakistan.
The whole city is filled with fear. Due to fear, no one is coming out from their house, maybe due to the situation of unrest. Most of the roads are not quiet. Public transport is unavailable. People are walking by foot. People who have their own vehicles, they can go. But no public transport is available.
Public transport nahi hai.
The verdict from the Supreme Court has even split the legal community of Pakistan. A senior lawyer in one of the high courts today lodged his protest in a rather dramatic fashion.
इस्लाम और रिसालत की हिफाजत करने में बुरी तरह नाकाम हो गया है। हम अपने मुक्तदर तबकों को इस मौके पर खबरदार करते हैं।
Other lawyers in that group claim that by acquitting Asia Bibi, the judges of the Supreme Court are playing with the sentiments of the people of Pakistan. The protests have now spread across the country. Roads in major cities of Pakistan were blocked. Authorities have been forced to shut down schools. At some locations, protesters were seen throwing shoes at posters of the Chief Justice of Pakistan. Blasphemy still remains a sensitive issue in that country. Innocent people have been killed and lynched by mobs just on the basis of an accusation, nothing proven. Last year, a similar incident happened. An angry mob killed 25-year-old Mashal Khan. He was a university student. More than 50 people tried to break into his room. They dragged him out. Widely circulated mobile footage showed him being beaten up and then shot at. All on the basis of a rumor that Mashal Khan had posted blasphemous content online. A police investigation followed. It revealed that there was no evidence to prove that he'd committed blasphemy. It did not matter in the end. He had already been killed. From governors being shot to the country's law minister being forced to resign, blasphemy has been used as a weapon by hardliners time and again in Pakistan. This time, the agitation is being driven by the Tehreek-e-Labbaik party. The police have not been able to rein them in. They have largely been spectators. No significant arrests have been made over the past 3 days. That must have encouraged others. Today, Hafiz Saeed, the mastermind of the 26/11 Mumbai attack, and his organization, the Jamaat-ud-Dawa, has also joined the protests.